This video is also available in Urdu cum Hindi. Please find the link in the description or check out our Hindi discourse playlist. Nahmaduhu wa nusalli ala rasulihil kareem. Today, inshallah, I will present the three anecdotes and then, inshallah, I will present my discussion. First anecdote. You may have heard of people who are immune to poison. There was a man who was known to be unaffected by poison. When this became known to the universities, they decided to research him. A team was organized to investigate his claim. He drank poison in front of everyone and nothing happened to him. After half an hour, he went to urinate. When he returned, everyone asked him how poison might have not affected him. He explained that his belief or faith was that no poison could kill him. He said that this belief prevented the poison from affecting his blood, and then, after half an hour, he expelled the poison from his body through urination. The man became quite famous. Various universities invited him to demonstrate this unique ability. On one occasion, while drinking poison at a university, he was unable to urinate after half an hour. He began to doubt whether the poison had mixed with his blood. That day, the man died from the poison. What happened was that as soon as he started doubting whether the poison had mixed with his blood, it did. His belief had previously protected him from poison, but his doubt became the cause of his death. Despite having lived his entire life with the belief that no poison could harm him, his death occurred due to a moment of doubt. Second anecdote. A prisoner was sentenced to death. Then a doctor learned of this. He requested the court's permission to execute in his way as part of his research. The judge agreed since the goal was merely to execute the prisoner. Arrangements were made in the prison. The doctor informed the prisoner in advance that his execution would not be like those of other prisoners. The prisoner was placed on a bed with arrangements made so he could not see his right hand. The doctor then told him that he had been bitten by a poisonous snake. The prisoner felt as if he had been bitten and was convinced that he would die from the snake's poison. The next morning, when the prisoner was examined, he was found dead, and his entire body had turned blue from the poison. The doctor revealed that the prisoner had not been bitten by any snake. Rather, the sensation of the snake bite had been induced. Thus, the doctor proved that the body can manifest whatever the mind believes, including poison. The real work was done by the man's own belief in having been bitten by a poisonous snake. Third anecdote. A holy man close to leaving this world visited by Iblis who tried to lead him astray. The elderly man was well versed in many sciences, so Iblis intended to engage him in intellectual debate. He asked the elderly man by what argument he believed in Allah. Whenever the elderly man presented an argument, Iblis countered it. This continued for a long time, and the elderly man became exhausted from presenting arguments. As his final moment approached, Iblis hoped he would leave this world without Iman. Meanwhile, Piro Murshid of the elderly man was sitting at a distance making ablution. Observing this with his spiritual insight, the Pir understood the situation and immediately called out to say that faith in Allah was accepted without argument. As soon as the elderly man said he accepted Allah without argument, Iblis fled, having failed in his objective. Iblis was instilling doubt in the mind of holy man. And every time he presented an argument, he was defending his faith. Iblis, being knowledgeable in all sciences, was gradually strengthening the whispers of doubt and weakening faith. Faith means having conviction in Allah in the heart, acknowledging it verbally, while whispers denote doubt. Iblis was thus weakening the elderly man's conviction and strengthening his doubt. Now, let us view these anecdotes from the perspective of Sufism. These anecdotes reveal the deep connection between belief and doubt. In Sufism, belief is considered a great power. For Sufis, this faith is a sign of the conviction that connects a seeker to Allah. If this faith weakens, spiritual progress is halted. The power of our mind and our beliefs have a profound impact on both our physical and spiritual lives. The mind does not distinguish between the real and the false. It perceives whatever you imbue with conviction as reality. Therefore, our thoughts and intentions shape our reality. Hence, a seeker should keep their thoughts and beliefs pure and positive, as they directly affect their spiritual and physical life. An important teaching of Sufism is that knowledge and arguments have their limits. A seeker must transcend all arguments and knowledge to be immersed in pure faith without logical proofs. This pure form of faith protects the seeker from satanic whispers and leads them to Allah. Ultimately, the prayer is that Allah grant us all complete faith. Wama alayna illal balag.